Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a short Hatha yoga flow for back pain. This is great for any time of day and it's super gentle and it should help alleviate any type of pain from lower to upper, all of it. Hatha yoga, we do not generally do sun salutations or vinyasas. We're going to move a little slower, a little bit more breath, a little bit more time in each pose to improve the flexibility and give you that relief. So grab your mat. We're going to start in a seated position. Let's get started. We will begin in staff pose. Hands beside our hips, feet are flexed. Take a deep breath and exhale. On the next breath, raise your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, reach down and grab your calves, your ankles, or the bottoms of your feet and gently look forward. You can use your hands to gently pull you down a little further, breathing into every bit of tension. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, go a little deeper. If you'd like, you can come further down, intending to keep the back straight, sits bones rooted into the mat. From here, we will release and we'll come into easy seat pose with our feet underneath our thighs. Arms up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands forward for a seated forward fold. Walk as far as you can reach. Let the head go. You can option to press a little into each palm to find a little bit of movement, one at a time. Inhale, walk the hands back. Now we're going to switch the direction that our feet were in and do it on the other side. If you can't get the palms down, it's completely okay if you're up on your fingertips. There's nothing wrong with that. Inhale, walk the hands back. We will come to lie down for supine spinal twists. You know, those are my favorite when it comes to lower back. Let me move my mat over. My apologies. Okay, we're still in view. We're still in view. Okay, come to lie down. Arms to a T. Bring your left leg back towards your sits bones. Reach for your knee. Pull the knee towards your chest and up and over. Intending to reach the knee to the ground, but you probably won't get there. Look out to your left. I'm going to stay here for a few seconds. Sometimes I get a really nice crack. Breathe. You'll notice the breath moves through the tension. Inhale back to center. Let's just pull the knee towards our chest. Flex the foot a little bit. Now the other side. Bring the right foot to the sits bones. Reach for the knee. Pull it up and over, looking out to the right side. to center, pulling the other knee in towards the chest. Bring the feet back to the sits bones. Reach for the knees again, pull them towards the chest, and just make little circles with your knees here, kind of massaging the tailbone and the lower back. Intend to keep your back rooted into the mat while you're doing this. If you'd like to go a little harder, that's okay. Make some bigger circles. From here, bring your arms beside you. Extend your feet. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly lower our feet to the ground. And back up. Down. Move slower than you want to go. Engage the core here too. Draw the navel towards the spine. Come back to the neutral position. And we're going to bicycle our legs just a few times here. Not trying to fire up the core too much. We're just trying to get the bones moving here. Get the blood flowing. From here, drop the feet back to the mat. Walk them back to the sits bones again with your palms facing the mat as we come into bridge pose, lifting the hips and the chest off the ground, keeping our chin tucked. Inhale, lift. And you can stay here, or you can interlace your hands behind you, underneath your back, and roll. See me roll up onto my shoulders. And we're going to stay here just a few seconds. Don't try to move your head. Keep pushing through the hips and the chest. Don't let the knees splay to the sides. Exhale, release. Take a few seconds. All right, let's do a couple pelvic lifts. So essentially it's bridge pose, but we're going to keep a motion. So inhale, lift the pelvic. Exhale, release. Inhale, release on the exhale. Inhale and release. Inhale and release. From here, we're going to go into plow pose. So place your hands on your upper thighs, almost to your hips. And we're going to lift the legs up and straighten them. And you can assist yourself by lifting your sits bones off the mat, almost like you're going into shoulder stand to come into plow pose. Intending to reach the toes to the back of to the top of your head, to the mat. Place the palms into the mat for stability. I'm pretty tight this morning. I'm not making it to the mat, as you can see. On the exhale, slowly roll down, massaging each vertebrae. Keep the core engaged. And from here, we will rock and roll to a seated position. Let's do this a couple times. It's another great way I like to massage the back. Feels really good. Take your time. Okay, from here, we're going to come to lie down on our belly. Place our hands, our forearms in our hands beside our chest, just like this. Okay. And on the inhale, we're just going to rise up ever so slightly for Sphinx. Notice this is lower, this is Cobra, and this is Sphinx. We're staying on our forearms here. Look straight ahead with the tops of your feet into the mat. Gently look behind you and back to the center. Other side and back to center. Breathe and release. Let me move forward. On the next inhale, we're going to bring it up into Cobra this time. So place your palms into the mat, fingers spread, and lift the whole upper body up for Cobra. Gaze as slightly up and forward. Exhale, release with the elbows back. Inhale. Do this as many times as you'd like, as slow as you want. One of those times, though, I want you to look left behind you. On the exhale, I want you to come back up and look right. And release. One more time. Really pushing through those fingers on the last time. Really getting that full body stretch here on the back. All right, release. Place your forearm on the mat in front of you and reach back and grab your foot. Just getting a little stretch here. Now place the other forearm on the mat and do it on the other side. From here, we will round up onto all fours and take a couple cat-cows. Pushing through the fingers, pushing through our arms and fully extending the elbows, lifting our head to the sky, dropping the belly. Take your time. Exhale, round through the back, tuck the chin. Take as many as you'd like. When you're ready, sit your hips back to your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you for child's pose. From here, come forward gently on your forearms and spread your legs and come into a wide-legged child's pose. Inhale, come back up on your forearms. Bring your legs back together. Rise back up into tabletop. And come into downward facing dog, lifting the hips towards the sky, feet about hips distance apart. Let me fix my hair. Okay, take a few breaths here. Option to pedal it out. Dropping one knee towards the mat and the other. This is also feels really good. To do this, look under your armpit and kind of just twist and drop the knee. From here, take your right arm and reach your left ankle, looking under your armpit. Now take the left arm to the right ankle. And back to downward facing dog. Walk to the front of your mat, bringing the feet towards the hands. Spread the feet about hips distance apart and let the whole upper body go for standing forward fold. Dropping the palms to the mat. Letting the head and neck fully release here. Finding a little bit of movement if that feels right for you. Rocking back and forth. Now spread the feet further than hips distance apart and grab the opposite elbows for ragdoll pose. Spread the feet a little bit more, just a couple inches. And inhale, and I want you to lift your elbows above your head and sink your hips like you're in garland pose. And then you're gonna go back to ragdoll. Drop the hands to the mat. Walk the feet back together and rise up for Tadasana. Feet together. Back is straight. Palms facing your thighs. Chin is parallel to the mat. Back up more. Okay. Now take your palms and place them on the back of your head with your fingers interlaced. On the inhale, I want you to open the chest, gently back bend, and gaze towards the sky. And on the exhale, I want you to pull the elbows together and tuck the chin, just like this. Inhale, spread the elbows, open the chest, slight back bend. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest. And again. Inhale, drop the hands back down, back to Tadasana. Roll the shoulders out. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back to open the chest again. And on the exhale, well, spread your feet a little bit here, about hips distance. And on the exhale, I want you to hinge at the hips. And when you get down there, let the hands drop to the floor. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the lower back. Then rise back up with a flat back. Tadasana again. And here in Tadasana, with our feet together, we're gonna drop the right hand down our leg, reaching towards the knee. Take the left arm above us, looking to the sky. Exhale back to center. Let's do it on the other side. Back to center. And drop the hands down. Inhale, drop the hips to the mat. Raise the hands to the sky with flat back, straight back. Chin parallel to the mat for chair pose. You should be able to see your toes. Intend to reach the hips as low as you can. Firing up the core. Draw the navel to the spine. Breathe. From here, I want you to step the right foot back, coming into high lunge. Clarify your position if you need to. Bring the hands to prayer. Take a deep breath. Now walk your back foot in a few inches if you need to, so that your heel's flat on the mat. And then you might need to adjust the left leg as well. Straighten the left leg. Bring the torso towards the mat. Drop the right palm down to the mat. Lift the left arm up to the sky for like a revolved pyramid pose. Back foot is about 45 degrees towards the long edge of the mat here. Intend to keep the chest lifted, not sinking. Inhale back to center. Rise back up into warrior one. And from here, we're going to turn to warrior two. Heels in line, tailbones tucked, back is straight, arms parallel to the mat beside us. We're going to straighten the left leg, tip our front body down, forward and down, reaching the left hand inside of the left foot and the right arm up to the sky for triangle. center, high lunge, and step forward. Now step your feet together, well about hips distance. Inhale, hips to the mat again for chair pose. Tailbone should be towards the mat. Now step the left leg back, coming into high lunge. Bringing the hands to prayer, taking a few seconds here. Bring the left foot forward with the toes pointing about 45 degrees to the long edge of the mat for warrior one again. Going into that reversed or revolved pyramid pose. Straighten the front leg. Take the upper body towards the mat. Place the left hand beside the foot. Take the right hand up to the sky. This is sometimes where a block could come in handy. If you can't reach the mat, you could place the block right here. Inhale back to center, coming back into high lunge. Turning on the back foot to warrior two. Heels in line. Navel in towards the spine. Breathe. Straighten that front leg. Listen to me cracking today. Take the upper body towards the mat for triangle on the other side. Micro bend in the knee as you rise back up. High lunge. Step forward into Tadasana. Lift your toes up, spread them, place them back into the mat. Breathing here. Now spread your feet wider than hips distance with your toes slightly pointed towards the long edge of the mat. Hands out in front of you, palms facing down. Slowly lower to the ground, coming into Malasana or garland pose. Elbows inside the knees, hands to prayer. Keep the back long, back of the neck long, gaze forward. And if it feels right to you, you can option to take a bind, spread your arms, reach through the hands behind your back, look out behind you. Inhale back to center, other side. If you can't do that, please just stay in garland. Try not to sink into it either. You want to keep the back lifted. Chest is open. From here, we're going to come into pigeon pose. Just come down on your sits bones. Bring the left leg, intending to have the knee towards the short edge of the mat here. Take the right leg behind you with the top of the foot on the mat for pigeon. Keep the chest open, shoulders away from the ears, gaze is forward. You don't want to have any compression in the lower back, and if you feel like you do have compression, feel free to adjust your leg to where it feels most comfortable for you. Everybody looks different in pigeon. Some people can have their leg like sideways. I mean, you got to have extremely open hips for that. So adjust your front leg according to your needs, okay? And it should always be pain-free. Option to come down on your forearms and let the head go. Inhale, lift back up, coming on your fingertips, walking yourself back. If you'd like, reach back and grab the right foot, wrapping your hand around it, and lift the left arm to the sky for king pigeon. Exhale, release. Now we're going to come into a quick plank to take it to the other side. Right leg with the knee facing the front edge of the mat or the whole entire calf. I see that I'm extremely tight in this hip today. I can barely even get the knee to face the short edge of the mat. That's okay. I feel a slight compression back here. We need to let that out, and by doing that, I'm going to draw my shoulders down the back and just come forward just a little bit here. It's amazing how the hips can be so open one day and closed the next day. It's crazy. Option to come down on your forearms again. Inhale, rise up, walking the hands back. Welcome to grab the top of the left foot. Reach up to the sky with the right arm. For king pigeon on the other side. Looking towards the sky. Exhale, release. Let's come into plank again. Bringing both legs back. I'm going to find a little bit of bounce here. And then we're going to raise our hips to the sky for downward dog. And immediately we're going to round back through the spine coming into plank. Getting a nice back massage here. Downward facing dog, plank. It's a smooth roll, okay? Take the hips to the sky. Roll back down using the shoulders into plank. From here, walk your feet forward. Come to sit down on your knees with the tops of the feet in the mat, like log pose. Remove the calves, remove the flesh of the calves from the thighs. Inhale, lift yourself up. Take the hands to the lower back. Gently lean back, looking towards the sky. Head and neck last. Elbows behind you. And on the exhale, rise back up with the head and the neck coming last. You can take that, or you can come up on your toes and reach your hands back to your heels. Chest is real open and lifted, and then you can let the head and neck go for full camel. Coming in and out slowly. From here, we're gonna stay up on our toes. We're gonna take our hips back to our heels, reaching as far as we can forward for peaceful puppy here. Letting the head go. Inhale, rise up, and I want you to walk the hands to the right, or the left, excuse me. Inhale, rise up, walk them back to center. And then I want you to take them to the right this time. And drop the head. Inhale, rise up, walk the hands back to center. Roll over, coming down on your belly. Take your hands behind your back and interlace them. Tops of the feet on the mat. On the inhale, I want you to pull your hands away from you, lifting the shoulders and the head off of the mat. Lifting the back, lifting the feet up for locust. Exhale, release. Reach back and grab both feet. Inhale, pushing the hip bones into the mat, not your belly, and you lift up for bow pose. I'm not very good at this pose. Most of you might be way up. Exhale, release. as we come up and come into Shavasana. I highly recommend that you take a short Shavasana, especially if you have back pain. Slowly come down. Let everything go. Let the feet fall to the sides. Stay there as long as you'd like. I hope this worked for you. Let me know what you think. I sequenced as many back pain relieving poses as I could. I wish you a great day. Please hit that like button. If you have any questions, let me know. Namaste.